Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Chester Racecourse here on day 2 of the May Festival. It's Thursday, May the 9th, 2019. I'm going to look at almost all the races on the program from Chester, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world. Like I said, I'm going to look at almost all the races except the fifth race, the 405, which is a very tough 2-year-old race, and out of the 12 horses, 13 horses, 10 are making their first starts, and it's just a very wide open race that I don't plan on looking at. So we're going to look at the other 6 races. So let's get on to it. The first race, 150 from Chester. It's the Gately PLC Handicap, Class 2 Handicap, going for a purse $45,000. Race for 4-year-olds and upwards. Horses rate 86 to 105. Field of 13 horses, dashing 1,000 meters or 5 furlongs on the good to soft turf course. My top selection, I'm going to go with the 2-horse Merhoob. I'm going to go 2-5-1 in the Tri-Cash Trifecta. 2-5-1 Tri-Cash Trifecta. Top selection, 2-horse Merhoob. The 7-year-old gelding by Cape Cross. Ian Kennery gets the leg up for John Ryan. The horse's most recent outing came the 19th of April at Linkfield, 6 furlongs in Class 2 conditions. He finished third by 5 1/4 lengths behind Kachi, who's a decent horse, an old man by the way, but this horse, he just never really got that good turn of foot and never got into it. It wasn't a day to win. Before that, muscles were on firm ground, 5 furlongs in a Class 2 conditions. Don't think he liked the firm ground. He finished 7th by 12 lengths. He was never into it and just never quickened up. It wasn't, again, his day to win. And then Linkfield's 5 furlongs in a Class 2 handicap. He ran a very good second place finish by a half length. He just missed a winner, Golden Filigree, but he closed up well. And another race he ran well at Wolverhampton, 6 furlongs in a Class 2 conditions. He finished second by head, a little bit wide, but still just ran just as good as the winner. And then his last victory came at Wolverhampton, 6 furlongs Class 2 handicap. He won by 2 1/4, and he just went away with it on the front end. A very good run. He could win on the front end if he wants to, or also he can come from behind. At 12 to 1, I think sitting closer here at Chester, which you want to do, I think he'd get away with it, so I'll take him. So to recap my selections for the first 150 from Chester, it's Gately PLC Handicap. Gonna go with the 2-horse Merhoob. Let's go 2-5-1 in the Tri-Cash Trifecta. Let's get to race number 2. The 225, the second race from Chester. It is the Home Serve D Stakes. It's a listed stakes for Class 1 horses, going for a purse $97,500. Races for 3-year-olds here. Field of 7 horses, going 2,000 meters or a mile 1/4 on the turf course. My top selection, I'm going to take the number 6 horse, Living Legend. I'm going to go 6-3-1 in the Tri-Cash Trifecta. 6-3-1 Tri-Cash Trifecta. Top selection is 6 horse, Living Legend. This 3-year-old called by Camelot. Franny Norton gets leg up from Mark Johnston. The horse's most recent outing came 19th of April at Bath on firm, rock-hard ground. Nothing you're going to see today. Mile and a half in a Class 2 handicap. He won by nose. He stayed the distance well in the front end. He quickened up nicely. It was a very good run. Before that, I thought he ran a massive race at Kempton at the end of March. Mile and a 1/4 in a Class 5 novice on the poly track. He won by 3/4 length, and it looked like he was beat in the stretch, but he fought back at the end, and he ran a massive race there to get the victory off the break. And then before that, he ran at Linkfield, 1 mile in a Class 5 maiden auction as a 2-year-old on the 25th of September. He won by a length, and he just won very easily on the front end. Very good, easy run. And then at Bath in mid-September, 15th of September to be exact, 1 mile in a Class 4 novice auction. He finished 5th by 9 3/4 lengths and never got into it, just towards back and just never quickened up. It wasn't his day to win, but he could sit closer. He could get the mile and a 1/4, and I thought he ran his last 3 races very good, but his races so far as 3-year-old have been very good. He showed some heart his last 2. I like him a lot. 12 to 1, good poster, a good rider. I'll take him here. So to recap my selection for the second, the 225 from Chester, it's the D Stakes. Gonna go with the 6 horse Living Legend. Let's go 6-3-1 in the Tri-Cash Trifecta to race number 3. The 3 o'clock, the third race from Chester, it's the Deep Bridge Capital Handicap. It's a Class 2 handicap going for a purse of $45,000. Race for 3-year-olds only. Horses rated 81 to 100. A dozen horses are heading to post. Its distance of ground of 1,600 meters or 1 mile on the Chester turf course. My top selection here, I'm going to go to the number 7 horse, Lincoln Park. Not Lincoln Park like the band, but Lincoln like in President Abraham Lincoln Park. 3-year-old killed by Kalachi. Sylvester D'Souza gets leg up from Michael Appleby. The horse's most recent outing came 20th of April April at Musselburgh. 1 mile on good ground, Class 2 handicap. He finished fourth by 3 lengths. He had a little bit of a turn of foot that day, but he still need that extra acceleration. I think back to soft ground where he ran some decent races on in the fall. I just think he'll get back to his winning ways here today. Before that, Newberry on 12th of April, 7 furlongs in a Class 2. He finished 13th by 30 lengths, under the drive most of the race against some tougher horses. He just never got into it. It wasn't his day to win against those tougher horses down south. And then at Doncaster on 27th of October, yielding ground, 7 furlongs in a Class 3 handicap. He finished 5th by 9.5 lengths. He kind of weakened out of it on the front end right before the final 220, and just wasn't, again, his day to win. And then a Class 5 at Haydock, 7 furlongs, October the 19th. He won by 3/4 length easily on the front end, a very easy run. And then at Pontefract on yielding ground, 6 furlongs in a Class 4 handicap. Another race won by 3/4 length. A track where speed for the rail is also deadly. He also took off clear, a very good run. I think Sylvester de Sousa can be a very good speed rider. He has the rail, he has the inside today, and if he leaves, I think he could be deadly on the front end. 7-1, he'll be my best bet of the day. Throughout that last run, because it was on firm ground, he loves the wet stuff, good to soft yielding ground, which he's going to see today. And like I said, throughout that Newberry race, which was on wet ground, but that was against tougher horses, I expect him to run a major improvement of a race. At 12-1, he'll be my best bet of the day. So to recount my selections for the third, the 3 o'clock from Chester, it's Deepridge Capital Handicap. Let's go with the 7-horse Lincoln Park. We'll go 7-3-10 in the TriCast trifecta, 7-3-10. So now let's get to the featured fourth race. The featured 335, the fourth race from Chester. It's the Group 3 Ormonde Stakes. It's a Group 3 race for Class 1 horses going for a purse of $129,500. Races for 4-year-olds and upwards. Field of 6 horses staying 2,600 meters or mile 5/8 on the turf course. My top selection here, I'm going to go with the 1-horse Kew Gardens. I'm going to go 152 in the TriCast trifecta. 152 TriCast trifecta. Top selection, 1-horse Kew Gardens. You know, he's the favorite, and he should run well. Ryan Moore's on this one for Aidan O'Brien in the Coolmore Group 4-year colt by Galileo. His most recent outing, though, wasn't his best run. He ran on the 7th of October at Longshop on good soft yielding ground, similar to what you're going to see today. A mile and a half in the Group 1 Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe, and he finished 7th by 3 3/4 lengths. He was drawn wide, and he just never got into it. I think they were just asking a little bit too much too soon. It wasn't his day to win. Before then, the Group 1 St. Ledger at Doncaster, a mile 13/16, September the 15th. He won by 2 1/4 lengths, a 3-1 second choice. Lottie Dar looked like she was going to go away with it, but this horse is stalking. He got the jump on her, and then he took off clear. It was a very good staying victory there. And then before that, the Great Voltaire Stakes at York, mile and a half, 22nd of August, he finished 3rd by 1.5 lengths, and he just never got into it until very late in the run. And then a Longchamp, mile and a half in the Group 1 Prix de Patty, he won by 1 1/4 lengths, and he had the jump on the horses from a stalking position. A very good run. And then he won the Queen's Vase at Royal Ascot very easily, going the mile 3/4 trip. And then he ran in the Derby where he ran crap. He ran here last year and he ran, I thought, decently. But he likes the staying trip. He's going to get it today. He has a very good post draw, and I just think he'll have really run well off the break. Looking over the other horses here, you have a horse that ran the Melbourne Cup, but ran crap in the Melbourne Cup. He could get a piece of it also, but like I said, I think this Kew Gardens, he's younger here. He's gonna have that weight penalty, but I still think he's gonna I think he's gonna run well. Out of all the horses on your card today, that's gonna be their most likely winner. I think it would be him. But 4-5, it's not the best price in the world, so we'll have to hit the TriCast to make some extra money with this race. So here's my TriCast. Recap my selection for the fourth, the 335 from Chester. It's the Group 3 Ormonde Stakes. Let's go with the 1-horse Kew Gardens. I'm gonna go 152 in the TriCast trifecta, and like I said, most likely winner will probably be Kew Gardens today. So 152 in that trifecta. Now the fifth race, the 405. I'm not going to give you a tip. Like I said earlier, it's a very tough 2-year-old race, and I just wouldn't feel confident because I think you go a few places here, and in those few places, any of those horses can win. So we're not going to look at this fifth race. So let's get to the sixth race, the 435. Race number 6, the 435 from Chester. It's TMT Group Handicap. It's a Class 3 handicap going for a purse of $26,000. Race for 3-year-olds only. Horses rate 71 to 90. We have a field of 12 horses going 2,400 meters or a mile and a half on the turf course. My top selection, I'm going to go with the 4-horse Lariats. I'm going to go 496 in the TriCast trifecta. 496 TriCast trifecta. Top selection of 4-horse Lariats. The Strial colt by Poet's Voice. Ocean Murphy gets leg up for Andrew Boulding. The horse's most recent outing came 26th of April at Sandown. I'm on a quarter Class 3 handicap. The horse finished second by 2.5 lengths. He just never got that good turn of foot. I thought he ran well, but he just never got that good turn of foot, and the winner, Private Security, just ran that better race. I think the extra 2 furlongs should suit him well, and I also think a little given the ground should suit him well. Before that, he ran the 12th of October at York, a mile in a Class 3 novice auction. He finished third by 3 lengths, and he had a decent turn of foot. He closed up well. He definitely stayed the mile, and like I said, he just wants longer. And then at Air on the 20th of September on soft ground, 1 mile in Class 4 novice. He won by half length. He went to the front end and didn't look back. It was a very good front end victory. And then at Goodwood on 26th of August on yielding ground, 1 mile of maiden auction Class 5. He finished third by 6 3/4 lengths. He had a little bit of a turn of foot, but he was a little bit too farther back. I think sitting closer today should really suit him well. And, also Ocean Murphy doesn't, helps a lot also. He's going to have to overcome the wide poster, though, but like I said, I still think he's good enough to do that. At 7-1, I'll take him here. So to recap my selection for the 6th, 435 from Chester. It is the TMT Group Handicap. Gonna go with the 4-horse Lariat. Can't speak. I'm gonna go 496 in the Tri-Cash Trifecta. 496 Tri-Cash Trifecta. So let's get to the nightcap. The 7th race from Chester, the 505. It's the Partner Tech Handicap. Class 3 Handicap, going for a purse $26,000. Race for 4-year-olds and upwards. Horses rate 76 to 90. Field of 14 horses, going 2,000 meters or a mile and a quarter on the turf course. My top selection, I'm going to go with the 6-horse Crown Thorpe. I'm going to go 6-4-13 in the Tri-Cash Trifecta. 6-4-13 Tri-Cash Trifecta. Top selection is 6-horse Crown Thorpe. 4-year-old owned by Monsieur Bond. Gets Davis in the saddle for Richard Fahey. Supposed to carry 132 pounds with the 5-pound apprentice up. It's only going to carry 127, which I think is a good weight here. But the horse's most recent outing came on the 6th of May last week at Beverly. 1 mile and 1/16 in the Class 4 handicap. Actually, not last week. It was last Monday, to be exact. But a mile 16th in the Class 4 handicap. He won by 3 lengths, and on the front end, he had a low weight, and he just took off clear, and he won for fun. That was a very good race. I watched a few of those races at Beverly, and I thought his race was the most impressive victory. Before that, he ran on the 27th of April at Ripon, 1 mile Class 3 handicap, and he finished 4th by 6.5 lengths there. He didn't weaken out of it, but he didn't quicken up either. He just kind of stayed the trip. And then before that, in Ireland at Nice, 1 mile in the Premier handicap, the Irish Lincolnshire, he finished 5th by 6 1/4 lengths there, and he just stalked and never had the run. I like the way he could sit closer to the front end. He has a good low post draw. He's going to have a decent weight in this one, and I think he get away with it. Also, I think I like the going. He won on very demanding. He nearly won on very demanding around a Haydock last October in a 1 mile Class 3 handicap where he finished second by nose. He just got caught right at the finish, but he ran a good race. He could sit closer at 9-2. I'll take him. So to recap my selection for the 7th, the 505 from Chester, it's the Partner Tech handicap. Let's go with the 6-horse Crown Thorpe, and I'll go 6-4-13 in the Tri-Cash Trifecta. So go at 12, please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.